Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great day and welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. Today we have a video that many people were waiting on. It is the June Toyota Tundra sales report. Now, why does this matter more than other months? Well, if you've been watching any kind of automotive news, you know that back on May 30th, Toyota announced a recall for the Tundra that has to do with machining debris in the engine. So as we've seen over the last month, there's been a lot of negative press out there. So a lot of people were waiting to see, did it affect the sales numbers? And we're going to go over that right now. And after that, we're going to go over some of the incentives that are new in the month of July. So without further ado, let's go over these sales numbers here. We will start and go over all of the year so far. This is the best sales year up to June that the Toyota has seen ever to the point at the end of May. It was on pace to be number one. So let's see if June can continue that kind of momentum to get this truck 2024 model year to number one all time, to beat 2007, which sold over 196,500 units. So for 2024 in January, units sold 9,631, February 11,247, March 15,337, April 13,933, May 15,303, and June 2024, 13,003 units sold. Now, compared to June 2023, 1 year ago, the June 2023 sales numbers are 9,775. That's 33% over June 2023 right there. So we're still looking good for 2024. This is actually the best June for Tundra since 2007. And if you're wondering a little bit of the breakdown, how many of those Tundras sold are I-Force Max? And that is 4,147. Year to date, Tundras sold 78,454, making it on pace to be number two. At this point in 2007, after the June sales, they were at 82,840. So the Tundra is right there, about 4,000 units different right there. So they are on pace to be number two, and we'll have to keep track and see how the sales numbers look going forward. So if people were thinking the sales were going to fall off big time, that's what we've been watching. The sales are still on a great pace. Once again, best June since 2007. We've been saying that a lot this year, all leading up through the year. We'd give a month and then say, wow, this is the best since 07 or 08, the two biggest of Tundra. So far, the recall hasn't really had an effect on the sales numbers out here. And the reason I gave the hybrid numbers is because the hybrid at this point is not part of the recall. In fact, no 2024 Toyota Tundra is part of the recall at this point. And that was another thing people were talking about over the last month, is being that the 2024 isn't part of it, will it affect it? But as we know, if you've been anywhere on social media, you've seen a lot of negative press toward the Tundra. So these sales numbers were very important to get out there. And we will continue, as we always have and always do, continue to look at the sales numbers and see if they hurt going into the summer. Now, historically, you will see a lot of dealerships give some big deals going into the summer. This is probably the second best point in the year to buy a vehicle, with being just behind the end of the year. So you always see good summer sales out there. And as we've seen on some of the lots, really depends on where you go and where you are in the country. Feel free to go down in the comments and let me know what you're seeing around you. Some places in Pennsylvania that I go to visit and do the dealership walks at, they have 1 million Tundras on the lot. And then the past few we went to in New Jersey, they only have a few, because in New Jersey, they're selling very well right now. So it really depends on where you are. Like I said, go down in the comments and let us know how the Tundras look in your area. And don't forget, this is like, I bring this up in every sales video because everybody always says, I see 1 million Tundras on the lot, they're not selling. The volume is back up, meaning we're back to pre-COVID levels on the lot. When they sell some Tundras, it gets replenished immediately. For 2020 through almost half of 2023, you would see a few Tundras on the lot, one would sell, and then there'd only be 2 or 3, and it would take forever to replenish. But some of these lots are replenishing very quickly. And if you see lots out there that don't have a lot of movement on it, eventually you're going to see some big sales, because they got to make room for the incoming 2025s, which will be here at the start of fall. So that is what we have to talk about when it comes to June sales numbers. And the overall question, did the recall hurt the sales numbers? No, the recall at this point did not hurt the sales numbers. But we have one more thing to talk about. How about those incentives going into summer? Is there anything different? We will start with the regular iForce Tundra here because they're a little bit different between the iForce and the iForce Max. There's a lease deal right now, $499 a month for 36 months, $3,999 due at signing. There's an APR deal, 1.99% for 48 months, plus $1,000 incentive cash. And there's also a customer cash deal of $1,000. For the iForce Max, there's a lease deal of $649 a month for 36 months, $3,999 due at signing, 1.99% for 48 months, $2,000 customer cash. Now, that may be a little bit different in your area. And again, feel free to go in the comments and let me know if it is just a tad different as far as local specials, because it all depends. Those are like your national incentives, but local specials could be completely different. Again, if these dealerships have a lot of Tundras sitting on the lot, they're going to want to do some crazy things to get them moving. All of my time I spend on Auto Trader, sometimes you see 2,000 off, sometimes you see 10,000 off. So it really just depends on where you are in the country. So I want to know, you guys got to go down in the comments. Let me know, with this recall, has this affected your purchasing of a 2024 Toyota Tundra? The Tundra is still on a good pace as far as sales numbers go. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe and be well.